Alright, so what do you think about death? Like, are you scared to die? Think about death?
Yeah, I don't want to die. I mean, but it's inevitable. It's a part of life.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I look at it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what are your feelings about dying one day? Like, are you scared to die? You ever think about dying one day?
I should have died many years ago. I've been shot up, blown up, and stabbed up. But God made a purpose of life for me. I helped start a soup kitchen out in Rockaway Beach. I had the Interfaith Nutritional Network. You know, and so that gave me, you know, a purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were feeding the homeless.
Do you guys think about, like, what do you guys think about death? Like, are you scared to die one day?
I think the only thing I'm scared about is that I won't accomplish something that will mean something to the world if I die before that happens. But I also believe that, I kind of believe in reincarnation, but I also believe in God, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, but that one day you will get to that point until you really learn what you need to be doing in your life.
I guess everyone's a little bit scared of dying, but I've had a good life, so if something happens to me, like, I can't complain. So.
Okay.
What is death? Well, we gotta go to the origin of death itself. Death came into the picture when we screwed things up in the Garden of Eden. Now, a lot of you might be like, well, did Adam and Eve really exist? Well, if any of us were there, we would have screwed it up and death would have come on the scene. Now, I do believe Adam and Eve did really exist. And what they did was, by bringing their own rationality to say, well, by believing in Satan and believing in the lies which he told, and then rationalizing those lies to try to create a better truth, separate from the truth and life given to them in God, they brought death onto the scene.
You know, we sinned against the perfect God. Adam and Eve in the garden, you know, they disobeyed God's command not to eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. They ate it, and, you know, just that one sin caused God to, you know, he cursed mankind, and death was a result of that. Physical death, but more importantly, spiritual death, you know, separation between God and man, and that came as a result of sin. And, you know, the Bible says, Romans 6:23, that for the wages of sin is death. You know, so the fact that death exists is a clear result of our sin. Okay. All right, so how do you feel about dying one day? Like, are you scared to die?
There is no death.
There's no death? Okay. So, well, how do you explain that?
How do I explain that?
Yeah.
I explain it like this. We suffer from unconscious guilt due to our separation from God. Okay? So my purpose is to see the light in you, and that's the way that I can forgive you, and in that way, I forgive myself. That's my purpose in life, to manifest God.
Okay. All right, and how do you feel about dying one day? Like, are you scared to die? You think about that?
Gotta go one day. Cycle of life.
Yeah.
Then death.
You know, a lot of people, you ask them the question, you know, are you afraid to die? Are you scared to die one day? You know, you got different people saying different things, like, you know, they're not scared to die. You know, they don't try to think about it a lot. Some of them are scared to die. Okay. So how do you feel about dying one day? Like, are you scared to die?
Actually, I am. Actually, I think about that every night before I lay down. About dying. I don't want to die at all.
All right. So how do you guys feel about dying one day? Like, are you guys scared to die?
Oh, no. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I ain't scared to die.
All right.
Whoa. Okay. We're all gonna die one day. Look at Michael Jackson, the greatest, right? He dead, man.
Okay. So what do you guys think is gonna happen when you die? Like, what happens after death?
I don't know. I've always liked the idea of reincarnation, energy getting returned to the earth and all that, supporting new life in the trees and the plants and stuff. I've always liked that. Taking solace in that idea. I don't know. I don't find out when it happens, I guess. Yeah. Really, when I'm 12.
All right, so I mean, I know you guys. I don't know if you guys think about death a lot, but do you think about death a lot, and are you afraid to die? Yeah. Okay. All right, so how do you feel about dying one day? Like, you think about it a lot, you scared to die?
I know we all got to come to that point, but no one knows the day or the time, so you can't really prepare for it. Even if you knew about it, you still couldn't prepare for it, you know what I'm saying? So being afraid of it, yes and no. I know some people talking about dying in sleep is a good way to go, or car crash, gunfire, or going up in a house fire or something like that. But really, it's inevitable. You can't avoid it. So, however it is, how the Lord sees fit for it to be in your life to go out. It's pretty much on what you make it. Like if you go out here bothering people, you live a life of crime, or you gonna go out here and just be a bully. You know, sometimes gunfire might be the way to go out. But you treat people nice, hey, good things come to folks who do nice things. Even though if a tragic thing happens, there's some good things happen to good people out there.
The truth of the matter is, you know, nobody wants to die, you know. People living life, living out, you know, their dreams, ambitions, whatever it is, and then you bring death into the picture and, you know, it just changes the whole scene.
Death came about. Death is the ultimate punishment. We will all face it in some form or another. We might get to live a nice long life. Our life might be cut short. But eventually we will face death. It's a sad, sad truth. And God mourns every time someone dies, for it was not what he wanted for his people, for his created order.
But cursed from my birth, sinning from the beginning, the womb to the tomb, the grave to the grave, astray every day, every breath brings death, and Adam all died, and Adam all died. We're rebels like the devil, scheming like demons, prideful with our idols, disgusting with our lusting, twisted and sin sick, selfish and helpless, and Adam all died, and Adam